Yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Action Jackson, man. And in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys my reaction of the Dallas Cowboys losing to the Washington Commanders 26-6 in a Week 18, man. So before we hop in the video, I'd appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe, comment, and share my video with anyone who you think might enjoy my content, man. So today was an ugly day, especially for the Dallas Cowboys. And the only reason why we played our starters to even begin with in this week anyway was because of what happened on New Year's Day with the Eagles losing. With the Niners playing a close one, and it basically had came down to that. We could have potentially either won the division, or if the right things happened with the Niners game, we could have been possible 1 seed. But some Cowboy fans were sold on a false hope that the Giants were going to play all their starters and everything like that. But I knew that wasn't going to happen. Just the things that were just concerning that the receivers, the things that were concerning in this game that you kind of will look out for when you do go play Tampa is how are you going to be able to run the ball? You did not run the ball well today at all, neither with Tony Pollard. But I believe you only got Tony Pollard in there for a couple snaps, so that's why he can finally get his career high in rush yards with 1,000. But mostly your backs that you had in there mostly was Ezekiel Elliott, and that one drive that you did score was with Tony Pollard. So that just lets you know right then and there what you need to do going in next week when you do have to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who is going to be your first round matchup. So that is going to be intriguing. But then before I even talk into that, another thing that kind of that's not really something you want to look into is you gotta get better at scheming open your wide receivers. You did a really good job doing that in Week 16 against the Philadelphia Eagles, but you have to do that again when you have to play Tampa. And so of course you want to get better at running the ball. You also have to scheme your receivers open better. And then thirdly, you offensively for Dak, you have to make sure that you're going into these playoffs not turning the ball over. You have to play your best football. He has been playing really good football these past, ever since he's returned late October on into December. He has been playing really well. But now it's just that we have to end it like when we play the Buccaneers. You can't give them points. You can't throw the ball, interceptions and everything like that. Your receivers, they have to catch the ball. They can't bobble it up in the air to, put it up in play with Levante David, a Devin White, and Jordan Whitehead. This team is really experienced, so, they've been on a playoff run and everything like that. So it's key that you go in here, you have to play your best brand of football. And then another thing is your run defense today, for the most part, was looking really, really well, which I really liked. So definitely that should give them confidence. I did like that we were able to go out and get after the quarterback. That was another great thing that we did today. We sacked Sam Howell a couple of times today. We got a lot of pressures on him. Just the one thing that frustrated me with the defensive line was that how we're not that good at stopping mobile quarterbacks. And Sam Howell, he can move a little bit, and if you're a quarterback that can just move a little bit, and that always gives Dallas problems. So even when you do beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, whenever we play them, I don't know when we are. We'll find out tonight after the Sunday night game. But, you play a Brock Purdy who can move a little bit. You're going to play Jalen Hurts who loves to run when he has to. Those guys will definitely give you issues. So that's definitely something you need to look out for. But I'm really proud of the defensive line and how they played today. Secondary, we have to be a lot better. That's something I'm not going to really harp into that too much. That was pretty much it. There was no significant injuries. I know that later in the games they were pulling the starters, which I was figuring why they didn't do that already. But I'm glad that we did pull the starters. It was a little bit too late in my opinion. I feel like we should have already pulled them at the start of the second half. Maybe if you want to keep them in for that third quarter, once after the defense gets a stop, and you was hoping that Dallas was, after the stop, going to score a touchdown, make it 14-13, and then you rest everybody and then see what the backups can do or whatever. But, it didn't end that way. We didn't sit the starters until almost like 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, which I didn't like. So, it is what it is, honestly, in my opinion. I'm not too nervous going into Tampa. Obviously, I know who I'm playing. Now, it's official. I already said who they were going to play last night. I kind of predicted that we were going to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially seeing the injury report for the New York Giants. So, it's going to be a really good game against Tampa. You have a lot on, now every game that you play from here on out, it is win or go home. One good thing about the Dallas Cowboys is they only lost every single month they have played football. They only lost one game, and they also never had back-to-back losses. So that's one great stat that you can kind of hold on to going throughout the week. And also, that's pretty much it for, with those nuanced stats. I'm not going to get into some of the other negative stats that they have, but it's fine. We're going to be fine. I'm not even worried. We're bringing back a lot of guys, which is what I'm more happy about. I knew we weren't going to play that tough against Washington, especially when you have people scoreboard watching. So when because we have somebody else in that organization who is just their job is just to mainly watch out, especially with this last week. I'm pretty sure the Cowboys already have it within that coaching staff, somebody strictly watching the games, and they let us know, communicate down on the sideline like, hey, this game's over. Let's pull the starters because Philly is up by 4 possessions against the Giants. And then they'll just say, okay, and then, they'll set everybody down and things like that. Or the Niners are blowing out the Cardinals, same thing. Sit them down. So that's where, we don't have a lot to play for. So, and also the reason why we didn't look that well today is because, Kellen Moore was calling really vanilla plays. He didn't want to really get in his bag, and he didn't need to and shouldn't have need to in this game because we were, it's a meaningless week 18. Even if you won today, you go 13-4, and it doesn't really matter, So again, man, that's about it for the day. Honestly, man, I see you guys later on this week. I'm going to be after tonight's game. They are going to release when we play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hopefully it's on the weekend. I've been hearing rumblings. That's what was breaking out last night. Late last night was that there was rumblings that we were going to have to play the Buccaneers on a Monday night. I really hope that's not the case. I don't want it to be a Monday night game and Troy Aikman and Joe Buck are commentating the game. I don't really want that on a Saturday or a Sunday, in my opinion. It doesn't really matter, but it'd be nice if they play on the weekend. So yeah, man, that's about it. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. See ya.